Sure, there's plenty of stages many of us can breeze through, but every once in a while there's a Mario level that comes along that's so brutal and so infuriating.
Even to this day, it's still a challenge for many gamers.
So let's remember these hard levels and go back and see these top 20 tough levels in Mario games.
This is the top 20 tough levels in Mario games. Number 20. Chai Kingdom from Super Mario Land.
It was the first and second levels of Chai Kingdom that proved to be extremely tough, with the jumping Pyampies, larvae flowers, moving platforms, bullet bills, snakes, piranha plants, fireball mazes, and chasms. It was also home to some catchy music and tricky platform jumping. However, in the end, after enough practice, Chai Kingdom could be beat.
Number 19. Wario's Castle from Super Mario Land 2.
Much of the game is fairly straightforward until players entered this level. They would have to contend with swinging spike balls, fire-breathing statues, lava-filled rooms, ceiling crushers, skull platforms, bone bridges, ceiling traps, Wario balls, and much more. What starts out as a fairly straightforward and fun game quickly turns to hell, with sudden changes in difficulty.
Number 18. Toad's Turnpike Extra Cup from Super Mario Kart 64.
Yeah, it is a racing game, but it is a Mario game. Enough said. What's difficult here is that the original Toad's Turnpike is reversed, making the players have to speed head-on through oncoming traffic to the finish line. This level is extremely difficult for several reasons. A. The traffic is fast and there is little room for error. B. The computer just loves to cheat and seems to rubber band ridiculously to stupid levels. And C. You need to remember where the crystal power-ups are located this time around. Getting to first place was only reserved for the best Mario Kart gamers.
Number 17. Stove Canyon from Wario Land.
What's different about Stove Canyon is its extremely fast-paced level layout. Lava-scrolling levels, minecart rails, difficult platform jumping, and annoying enemies. The key required to unlock the treasure doors can only be devilishly difficult to find and take.
Number 16. Rainbow Road from Super Mario Kart.
Rainbow Road is the hardest circuit in the game. Why? Because it lacks safety rails and contains 90-degree turns. What's more, the course features star thwomps, which can, unlike regular thwomps, wipe out a racer by touch as well as by crushing. Fans already stated that this track is the hardest track in the game, as well as the most difficult rainbow course in the karting series.
Number 15. Airships from Super Mario Bros. 3.
The airship stage in World 8 of Super Mario Bros. 3 is one of the toughest levels in the game. While tension-filled music plays in the background, Mario is tasked with jumping from small airship to small airship, while all the while dodging various enemies and fire from this airship's engines. Wrenches prove to be one of the most annoying enemy projectiles in this level.
Number 14. Corona Mountain from Super Mario Sunshine.
This is one hard level, and once played on, players will probably understand why. It's a lava level, and Corona Mountain has timed platform with spikes and fire. Both the spikes and fire and lava will kill the player in one hit, thus losing a life and replaying from the beginning of the level. Once a player cleared the spike and fire maze, they had to steer a boat, which is a long distance to the next island. They cannot bang into the walls or else the boat would sink. Controlling the boat the first few times is an exercise in frustration. And finally, once the player reached the island, they had to use the rocket nozzle and jump up to the clouds into the roof to reach the final boss. That part was easy.
Number 13. Awesome from Super Mario World.
Special Road was insanely hard, and this was one of the most difficult because it was incredibly slippery. There were also no checkpoints in this level. Towards the end, flying Cheep Cheeps, bullet bills, and slippery platforms are all present. Not an easy level at all.
Number 12. World 97 from New Super Mario Bros.
This level is made up of ice and fire plants. Getting to the star coins is hard enough, but having to rush to avoid Fire Brothers and Piranha Plants melting the ice is a bigger problem. Also, they can turn any spikes into Goombas. The star coins are a real test in this level too. Don't be surprised if you have to try multiple times to get them.
Number 11. Tick-Tock Clock from Super Mario 64.
The tick-tock clock was hard if you haven't mastered the triple jump or the side somersault. Some of the stars were a test as well. Handles, platforms, and all movable cogs and gears provided a test to experienced players. Getting 100 coins was the biggest test because they had to get the blue coins in order to proceed. Adding further insult to injury, this was one of these levels where you couldn't just cheat and manipulate your way to the top. You had to do it all in one go.
Number 10. S8 Airship from Super Mario 3D Land.
This is basically a rush level. When it begins, you'll have only 30 seconds left on the timer. There will also be a Cosmic Mario in the stage that will chase you across its length. It's tough with all the jumping, but having someone chasing you while doing it really takes the cake. Expect this level to cause you a lot of aggravation first time round.
Number 9. Poochie Ain't Stupid from Yoshi's Island.
In this level, Baby Mario and Yoshi must ride on the back of Poochie, a friendly dog, as he makes his way across a dangerous path full of lava-covered floors, with enemies attacking at every angle. The level itself automatically scrolls, so players need to be alert. But throw in the fact that Baby Mario and Yoshi have to balance themselves on a very small, constantly moving Poochie, things get serious. It doesn't help that the lava also kills Yoshi instantly.
Number 8. Wing Over the Rainbow from Super Mario 64.
Why is it every hard level in Mario 64 seems to play this song, huh? Anyway, in this level, Mario must collect 8 red coins that are placed on top of clouds all throughout the level. The twist is the coins can only be grabbed by flying around the level using Mario's wing cap power. The difficulty is ramped up considerably because of flying. Now don't get me wrong, flying with the wing cap is amazing, but on this level, flying leads to rage. Trying to land Mario on level small clouds is very difficult. The reason is because the clouds themselves are difficult to land on and hard to take off, and finally the player cannot exactly see where they can land safely as the shadow of Mario cannot be seen. If Mario falls into the sky below, he will emerge back outside Princess Peach's castle near the moat, meaning the player will have to travel all the way back up to the top of the tower again to have another go at this ridiculous level.
Number 7. Larva Spire Daredevil Run from Super Mario Galaxy.
This was the hardest star in the game to get without a doubt. Lava Spyro Daredevil Run is no doubt the hardest level to do under the White Comet, simply because instead of facing an end-level boss, you end up transversing an entire stage and you're not allowed to take damage or screw up.
Number 6. Secret Shine Challenge 14 from Super Mario Sunshine.
The actual trip to this location is hard enough, but the challenge is far worse. It's the hardest and toughest shine in the game. The task is to collect 8 red coins scattered conveniently on a river ride, but here's the catch. The river is poisonous and is an instant death. You have to power the leaf you're riding on by squirting water in different directions. With almost little control in the river's movements, collecting the 8 coins is a horrible task in and of itself. Definitely an annoying challenge to beat.
Number 5. Kamek's Revenge from Yoshi's Island.
Kamek's Revenge is an extra level in World 5. Throughout the level, Kamek will try to attack the player. Some green gloves also attempt to knock the player off the many log platforms. In the second part of the level, the area starts out with a hut the player must enter. However, this hut requires a key, which is found in the first area. After entering the hut, they will then exit it and then be equipped with skis. During that time, they'll have to ride the skis down a mountain while avoiding Kamek. And the third part, they'd have to ski, but this time in the clouds. Frustratingly, the player must then turn into a helicopter and must travel through the rest of the level while avoiding Kamek and some other enemies.
Number 4. Luigi's Purple Coins from Super Mario Galaxy.
After beating Super Mario Galaxy for the first time, a series of purple prankster comets appears, forcing players to complete older levels by collecting a large amount of purple coins. one of these purple prankster comets shows up on the 8-bit Luigi planet level, which basically is a giant 8-bit model of Luigi. Players will have to jump and collect purple coins. Now the tricky part is that once the player touches one of Luigi's sprites, it disappears, forcing the player to make it through the entire level only touching each section of each platform once.
Number 3. World 8-3. From Super Mario Bros. 2.
This level is comprised of nothing but giant pits, springboards, Koopas, and Hammer Brothers. That's already a lethal combination, but imagine trying to manage all of this while dealing with a bombarding Lakitu. Precise timing and jumps is the key here to beating this tough stage.
Number 2. Tubular. From Super Mario World.
In Tubular, Mario must utilize his P-Balloon power-up, a power-up that turns Mario into an actual balloon, and navigate a horizontal level full of ridiculous amounts of obstacles and enemies. Unfortunately, after only one hit, Mario loses his power-up and plummets into the pit below. Well, that escalated quickly. Tubular is not that long of a level, but trying to dodge everything and still hurry your way through the level before the P-Balloon power-up runs out is... let's just say it's some pretty hair-pulling stuff.
Number 1. Grandmaster Galaxy, The Perfect Run. From Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Grandmaster Galaxy only opens up when you have gotten all 120 normal stars and all 120 green stars. It does have checkpoints, but contains 4 very hard sections. If you're not 100% sure of your abilities, I would recommend coming into this level with 30 lives, just to be safe.